Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Sesh. Today's video is really crazy. It honestly feels like the beginning of Dramageddon or something because people keep coming out with videos of Jeffree Star exposing him and talking about all the stuff that happens behind the scenes, stuff that he's said, and not stuff from the past, because I know a lot of people are always like, that was in the past, he's different. This is stuff that people are saying is currently happening, and some of it as close as February on Valentine's Day. I have to say that I'm going into this trying to be unbiased because I know a lot of people that watch my channel really like Jeffree and they like Shane as well. I just kind of want to tell you guys all the information and then sort of talk about maybe what I'm thinking. Okay, let's get into this whole situation. The first video that came out was by this guy named Cam. He used to be a model for Jeffree Star, and obviously he's not going to be a model anymore after this, but the entire video, it was on Instagram, IGTV. He said he didn't want to monetize his story. He just wanted to get this information out there and speak his truth because he was truly scared, and you could hear it in his voice. He was literally shaking and just so emotional and worked up and horrified at what Jeffree might do to him. He literally said like he felt like Jeffree would order a hit on him because Jeffree had his address, and that he was so rich and so powerful that he would literally send someone to come and get him and end his life. So that is literally the fear in this guy's mind and in this video as he is talking. But he said like he's been told by multiple people to keep quiet and stay silent, and he says he no longer wants to feel like he's being silenced, scared, or manipulated. So he is just saying this, trying to be his most authentic self, and he basically tried to say that from hanging out with Jeffree, the bad truly outweighed the good. And yes, he owned up to wanting to hang out with Jeffree for own personal gain, and Jeffree kept telling him, you know, we're gonna make a video together, you're gonna be on my YouTube channel, we're gonna do this, and this. And he said that he felt like over time Jeffree was just saying that to him to be like a pawn in his game and keep him around as like the token black boy in the campaigns and in photos and stuff for Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that he wasn't really a friend, he was just being used. And he said that it was kind of a trade because yes, Jeffree was using him, but he was also benefiting by being a part of Jeffree Star Cosmetics and getting exposure and getting makeup and all of this stuff. But you know, he did say the good very much outweighed by all of the bad. So he says the first instance of really being skeptical of Jeffree and his character and what is going on behind the scenes is he was in Houston, Rich Lux was there as well, and he was getting to see the behind the scenes of his life. You know, they're at the Louis Vuitton store, and Jeffree just asks him, do you like James Charles? And this was before Dramageddon. 3 months before Dramageddon, Jeffree is asking Cam if he likes James Charles. And he said that, you know, he got his start from James and he has done so much for him. And Jeffree said, well, you don't owe him forever. That is like... Then later on, Rich apparently told Cam that while they were in the Louis Vuitton store, Jeffree thought that Cam was talking to James Charles and Jeffree did not trust him. So he was like, oh, I'm worried, like, you know, does Jeffree think that I'm a snitch or something? Like, I don't want him to think that about me. The craziest part to me, honestly, is that he said they were in the hotel and Rich was there, a bunch of people were there, and Shane Dawson is on the phone with Jeffree Star, and Shane, is cursing out James Charles. Like, literally, he said he has never heard Shane so angry before about anyone. And this is super shocking. And I know a lot of people really do believe that Shane is like this really kind, warm-hearted, like very scared and doesn't speak up a lot. But this is just what he's saying. So I just want you guys to know this is what he's saying in his video, is that Shane was, you know, really upset about James Charles. Now, In regards to Shane talking very badly about James Charles on the phone with Jeffree, a lot of people are thinking that these two planned Dramageddon together. And before we move any further, this is me editing real time right now. I'm watching Ashley Kyle's video that she's come out with, and she used to text Jeffree Star. She is a drama channel. I love her. She is so sweet and so darling. And she's finally coming to terms with the fact that she feels like Jeffree Star manipulated her and used her as a drama channel to take down James Charles. And in their text message exchanges, there are multiple times where Jeffree is referencing him and Shane. It's just weird because on the Mom's Basement podcast, Jeffree said that, you know, James was scared of him and Shane.
And for some reason, James thinks that me and Shane tried to ruin his life and orchestrated the whole thing. Like we care. You know Shane longer than me, Keem. You think we care to drag or ruin someone? For what? We're our own superstars. We're our own lane. We're doing our own thing together, and we've made so much magic. Why would we want to ever bring someone down?
Jeffree can say all he wants right here on the Mom's Basement podcast that he didn't care to take down James Charles, when in reality, he was texting Ashley Kyle saying James Charles got liposuction in his chin. He looks like he has demon eyes. He had a Brazilian butt lift. Shane and I have a feeling something's going down this weekend, sending her voice memos about James Charles. If you didn't care, why were you saying all this stuff before Tati even came out with the video? Like, you were saying things, you were doing things, putting things in action to lead up to people not liking James Charles. And for him to just say that Tati was the one that destroyed him, it's like, these text messages say differently. It's like, who was in Tati's ear that encouraged her to post that video? Especially if Jeffree's out here texting drama channels to encourage them to make videos.
Because everyone wants to make me like, you ruined James Charles' career. No, Tati did and uploaded a 40-minute video about him.
He was literally acting like on the Mom's Basement podcast that this is all Tati's fault. He wasn't involved at all. This was Tati's doing that ruined James Charles. But he's out here telling Ashley Kyle, like, just wait for someone to upload their video. You're gonna gag. Like, him and Shane feel something coming. It's like, what have you guys been doing? People are thinking that Jeffree and Shane were talking smack. Jeffree was talking all this smack about what happened maybe in Seattle or things that he heard that James was doing. And then Shane got involved and he was like super fired up and super mad. And then Tati gets involved because she was there. She was like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I didn't realize. And then, well, there we go. We got Bye Sister, and, you know, it's not orchestrated by one person. There were multiple people involved in the takedown of James Charles. Not to mention, in the trailer and in the series, when Tati's video came out, they look shocked. Shook. But here he is before Tati even posts the video saying, like, him and Shane feel like something is coming. Someone's gonna post a video. Like, you knew! And Jeffree tries to say that the documentary series with Shane was never supposed to be about the drama, which is very, very much a lie, because him and Shane were literally saving screenshots of Tati's video trending #1, and he texted Ashley and was saying that he would try to get the screenshot for her from Shane because he screenshotted it. And it's like, why would Shane need the screenshot if you guys are focusing on the business side, you know?
Shane was coming out with this documentary on the beauty community, right? Which I was really excited about, right? And all this James Charles, Tati stuff was totally going to be involved. And then it morphed in to your guys' collaboration on your makeup. So, like, what happens? There had to have been a falling out behind the scenes that stopped that documentary from happening the way it was originally supposed to be, you know?
See, I wish it was juicier than that, but me and Shane really from the get-go wanted to show the business side about how to really create makeup.
Shane has literally come out and said that he, like, edited the whole series and that he had 3 original episodes based on trashing beauty gurus and all this stuff. So, like, we already know, like, why are you lying?
All these storylines about beauty gurus and how they're all the worst and how they're all like holes. I had 3 episodes about that.
And I'm not trying to be annoying and like hate on Jeffree, but I'm just like, why are you lying? What's all the lies? Like, you're successful, you have this amazing company, you have great products and all this stuff, and why are you doing this? So sorry for going back in time, but Ashley's video just felt super important and I didn't want to discount her statements. And Going back to Cam, he did say that once he started to step back from working with Jeffree, he said that Jeffree put one of his ex-friends in a campaign and that he felt as though Jeffree was trying to send a message to him. Someone from Jeffree's team did ask him if he knew any other Black creators, because they recently just took a lot of Black creators off before the Shane Dawson launch, which is very, very, very weird, and I don't like that. Someone else came out with a video, you guys, and I think it got deleted because as I'm recording this voiceover right now, people are saying they can't find this video anymore, but your girl downloaded it. So someone named Tab, who has been a longtime friend of Jeffree Star's, has come out and said that he is pretty much fed up with Jeffree and feels as though Jeffree keeps saying he's a changed person, he's better, and he's not who he used to be, when in fact he has not changed at all, and thinks Jeffree needs to take an internet break and reevaluate himself and his character because he's letting everything get to his head. He thinks Jeffree is very jealous of other people, and that's why he talks so badly about other people in order to feel like more powerful, and that's very much a problem. It's very problematic. Now, I know from watching his videos, I know you guys have to know that Jeffree does talk very badly about a lot of people. He never talks badly about the people that he's with when he's with these people, but he'll talk badly about different brands and say, oh, they suck, or the formula, or this, mine's better, you know, just little digs. I feel like when you do that with people that actually seem to care about you and are currently friends with you, it's kind of problematic, and that is what he's currently getting accused of. Tab posted this video on YouTube. He says this is not for clout. He doesn't want Instagram followers, none of that. He doesn't believe in cancel culture. He's telling his version of the truth, and it's really just like a message to Jeffree to be like, I really think you need to reevaluate yourself, and that if Jeffree sees him talking, it might be like a wake-up call. I'm not sure, but that's pretty much the way that he described it. He says he doesn't need money, he has money, and he's not looking to benefit off of this. Some of the things that he said were quite alarming in terms of Jeffree Star using bad words to describe Jewish people, and that he has said really terrible things about how in Vegas they are able to sell certain animal leathers, but in Los Angeles they're illegal, and that the mayor in Los Angeles is not letting illegal animal leathers into Los Angeles, but is giving out green cards to illegals. And he also said that Jeffree Star's bodyguard, whom he hired, was an ex-police officer who got fired for saying the N-word on the job, and Jeffree personally flew this man out from Miami to be his personal bodyguard, knowing this information good and well. There were just a lot of things that made Jeffree look very bad in this video, and things like fat shaming friends who were not in the room, and then they come into the room and it's like, I can't believe you're friends with him. He was literally just fat shaming you and talking bad about your skin and all this stuff. The one that hurt my heart the most was when he brought up Rich Lux. Rich Lux is a passionate Jeffree Star friend. Like, they hang out in person, and he usually is the one defending Jeffree. And believe whatever you want about Rich, or hate him, love him, when I see someone that is a fan, a friend of someone else, and then that person talks bad about them, I don't know why this literally hurt my heart so bad when I heard this. Like, it's still sitting with me. Rich Lux came to the hotel room in Vegas. This was literally Valentine's Day. That's when Tab said this whole thing was going down. It was Jeffree, some of his friends, Rich Lux. Rich Lux comes to the hotel room, 2 security guards, and he had brought Jeffree a gift. And it was a gift from Hermes, very expensive. And, you know, he opens the gift, and Rich Lux was there for a few minutes, and then he says that Rich Lux leaves, and Jeffree turns to everyone and says, he got me the cheapest thing in the store. I already have that. Just the fact that Jeffree had to like say he got him the cheapest thing in the store just to be like he's poor or something is, it's low. It's really low, and that really hurt me if that is true. I just feel like that's so unappreciated. Like, someone has been defending you so hard online and getting so much hate for defending you, and they give you an Hermes gift, and all you have to say is he got me the cheapest thing in the store. That is so ungrateful. Tab went on to say he has a tendency to talk bad about everyone, and he himself did speak up about, hey, don't talk about people's bodies or their skin, and Jeffree was just totally disregarding his comments about that. Like, we can talk about whoever we want, basically. He continues by saying he acts different on camera, which is very, very similar to what Cam was saying, that Jeffree acts different on camera than he does in real life, and that he's very careful with his words on camera, kinda, and then when he's off camera, he's like, it's a free-for-all. Jeffree surrounds himself with like a lot of yes men. If people don't agree, then they get fired, and that was really it. He just wants Jeffree to have a change of heart and really see if he's changed. Tab says he knows in his heart that if Jeffree comes out and says like that Tab is lying, he will personally know that Jeffree is still the same person that he's always been, and he has never changed, not for a second. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this whole thing is insane. This is really crazy because it's not just like one person coming out and being like, hey, this Jeffree Star experience. This is insane. So I want to know if you guys have personally seen these videos, if you've seen any other videos, because the only reason I'm finding it is because you guys are sending it to me. They just seem to be popping up everywhere. I don't know if a big beauty guru is going to come out and say their experience next. Let me know what you guys think about this information that has come out, how you feel in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.